Niana and Priestess Makala. So here we are on today. And I said I wanted to hop on really quick. I got a pie in the oven, so I won't be on here very long. And I'm drinking matcha today. Oh my God. That's really good. What? Hold on a second. I gotta get. This is really good. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I had to step away for a second to get it. So I'm drinking this matcha. And it's called Blue Lotus Chai. Organic matcha masala chai. Make it your way. So this is what a package looks like. In this package, because it's so concentrated, you get 17 servings out of this one little packet. And there's a little spoon that comes with. The spoon is like really cute and dainty. So I was kind of wondering about it. I went to the health food store, go get spearmint. But look how tight that is. You gotta be careful because it's strong. So I just made the recommended proportion of it. And oh my gosh, it's really, really good. So, hey everyone, I know you're probably running around or you're probably in the kitchen making food or ordering food or you just went and picked up the food or you're kind of like in this place. So yesterday I had to rest because I had a lot of codes coming in and I just really needed to take time to rest. I had been doing my putting together preparation food and stuff that we wanted to kind of have. And I love really clean turkey to eat and organic. So I go to Whole Foods and pick it up and, cook up my turkey and stuff it with, I get it and cut up in pieces. I'm done with get the whole turkey and do all that. I don't want to be bothered with that. Just give me the pieces that I like the best. And then I'm going to cook it from that point. So I'm all about the seasoning, the garlic, the onion powder on it. I like using chopped up white onions, carrots, those little baby carrots you throw in there. My thing is fresh basil, rosemary, sage, all fresh herbs, cut up apples, cut up lemons. Okay, that's how I cook my turkey. And I put it all layer all of that all into the bottom of the pan. Then I put the turkey on top of it. After I season it, I put a little bit of olive oil on top of the turkey, kind of put a little oiling on it, anointing it, and then I slather on all my seasonings, put all that good stuff in there. Then I stick bay leaves all the way around it, like in each corner, and then pour just a little bit of water in there. Okay, get the water to just cover the bottom. Don't go crazy with it. You're not making a stew. So I put a little bit of water in there. That's the trick. Cover it real tight. I take and bake that at I put about 350. Okay, that's going to take about just maybe under 2 hours. And then when I start smelling it, I go check it, pull it out, baste it in the juices. If it's got a lot of juice, and I'm going to use that as the gravy fixins, I poured some of that out, but make sure keep that juice at the bottom of the pan because you don't want it to be dry. So I cover it back up, put it back in the oven, and let it do its thing again for another maybe 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what I'm smelling. And pull it out, be falling off the bone, tender, moist, good seasoning. So tomorrow we're having asparagus and turkey. Last night we had turkey and yam, baked yam. Baked yam was to die for. It was so good. Yeah. Like a killer baked yam. Just it's all about the love, baby. All about the love. All right, so I'm going to be on here for just keeping it short and cute. So today, this is such good matcha. Gotta get yourself some. It's really good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to go back and get that. That package was $7. Just that package. So remember I was telling you about these? Okay. So I had the cards. Then today when I went to storage, I found my other set, the old set, the original set that I had. And so I have the dual set now. So to be able to do the dual readings. Really happy about that. So I can knock that off the list. I don't have to order that. So while you're going to do your gatherings with your friends, your families, some of you might call it the gratitude day, gathering day. Today I had a chit chat with my star sister, and one of the elders said, well, we don't even call it Thanksgiving because of the history of it. We call it all our relations. And I said, oh, I like that. Motoki Ayase. Yes, all my relations. Motoki Ayase. Let's do that. So that's what we're calling it for our day, indigenous, gathering around and doing that. And not really putting an honor on the savage, brutal thing that actually really happened on that day. So we'll call it all my relations. So today I wanted to hop on here, and because time has been moving so fast, on Saturday 30th of this week is the new moon. This is when we're going to be starting our 10-day wave portal spell work. When you're asking yourself, am I still on track? What am I creating? What am I moving through? So we're going to move through 10 of the kins and activations of those portals. This is going to be the last one for this year. And we're going to work through those 10. So we're starting it on Saturday. So I will be on Saturday morning starting the opening for that. I know some of you will be traveling, some of you will be busy, some of you will be out there shopping, doing whatever you do. So I'll post a video. If you're going to start it, please make sure you complete the 10 days because it's the momentum of energy that you're putting in towards that. So you want to move into those 10 days. So we will be starting that on November 30th. I cannot believe how the time just went like that. Look at that. We are quantum leaping like that, y'all. It is moving so fast. So one of the things I wanted to share with all of you so you can prevent that stress when you go in and you're going to the houses, you don't want to get into political talk. Okay, please. If you know it's going to be one of those things, you might not want to do that type of visit. And the reason why I say that is because people will get all fired up on what their beliefs are, and if they are still not seeing the energy for what it is, we got that pretty pink hue out there, seeing the energy for what it is, then they're still in this place of being angry. Okay, so You might want to avoid that. So one of the things I wanted to show you for preventing the stress, a mudra, where you have your back straight, kind of take that time, have your left and your right, and just have it cupped in this position. Have it right at the heart solar plexus area and just hold there. Just have your hands in this position parallel to each other and just hold. Okay? Your thumbs aren't they're not touching. Okay? They're just kind of spaced right about there, and just hold. And this is that place of preventing stress, and just say to the self, I am serene, peaceful, and relaxed. And just think of the color yellow. I am serene, I am peaceful, and relaxed. And just breathe that in so you're not being stressed out if you have to be around stressful friends or stressful family members. You know how it gets. You know how it gets crazy. And just be in that space. Just hold that and just go into that. And just also remember those moments when it starts to get a little crazy. You can just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing the energy. Okay? Changing the energy. And if you want to lift it up, just think the color pink. Pink everybody up. Okay? Just hold the thought of pink. If you're setting the table, and if you're going to have candles on your table, or if you're going to have a beautiful, this is a good thing to do, a beautiful water bowl display. Okay? Take that water bowl, put some beautiful glass pieces in it, take some beautiful cut flowers and let it float on top. As you are placing that into a water bowl that sits in the middle of the table, okay, you are telling that water bowl, all I want you to do is emanate beautiful, loving energy. If you have a crystal that's like a quartz heart, this would be perfect to put in the center of that water bowl, and just have that water bowl emanate that beautiful love energy. Have this all set up before everyone comes to the house, okay? So that you have that. Have your peace candles. If you're going to burn candles, burning white candles, burning pink candles, and burning blue candles. Your white candles is always connecting you to source, the divine, bringing in good, the holiness, the essence of that, okay? Then you're bringing in the pink for that love energy. You bring in the blue to keep things peaceful and calm. That's what that blue candle's for. Burn that blue candle. Once you get those candles all situated, have them in a nice place where they're burning, where they're not going to catch on to any of your decor or anything like that, or animals cannot knock them over. Just make sure you have that in place. But the water, putting a bowl of water and having it decorated really pretty with flowers and even fresh cut cedar, juniper trees, some of the fern. If you want to have that all into the bowl and having the essence of that emanating out, is a good way to keep everything so nice. You want to set the home. You want to stage it well. You want to have it where the aromas are good. You want to make sure when you're cooking, you're stirring really well. You're putting all that love energy into it. You're enchanting the food. You're saying, I just want everyone to be healthy. I just want everyone to be peaceful. Everyone just be joyful. May your food digest well. Want to make sure you have the proper things on the table that helps with digestion. One of the things you definitely can use is a little bit of spearmint oil. A little bit of spearmint oil, you might want to just have that out a little bit. And if people feel like they're getting a little bit of indigestion, you tell them, oh, dab a little bit on and just put it on your belly a little bit. Rub that on your belly. Rub it on your tummy. And that'll help with digestion. Warm teas after everyone eats. Fennel is great. A fennel tea afterwards helps with the digestion. Um, a nice chai tea is good as long as people aren't too sensitive to cinnamon. Just, kind of be aware if some of your elder ones are on a lot of meds, you might not want to give them too much of that. Just making a nice warm not warm honey and almond milk is really good. That's just make sure your almond milk doesn't have all that oil stuff in it, sunflower oil, canola oil. That's not almond milk. That's made up almond milk. But you want to almond milk is usually just the almonds, some Himalayan salt, and the water. That's it. Okay, that's almond milk, not all the other stuff. Set the stage of your home so that when everyone's arriving or if you're expecting people in, they're already there, making sure your home is set. Okay, you can do a lot of things, especially if you are on your path and you got people that might not be okay with some of the things you do. They get all sensitive and think that you're trying to do craziness. No, you're setting the space. Go through. You can sprinkle a little salt in the corners of the room wherever the meal is going to be to set the energy so it'll be high. You definitely, when you're setting the table, just have everything set so nice and have the energy set with intention, not stress, not, oh my God, this took me so long to do this. Not with expectations, but set it with love so that it helps that whole gathering just be at peace. Because remember, that not too long ago couldn't even go and do that because they were fear beasting us all over the place. You can't go do this and can't have so many people, all that bull crap that they were telling us. So now, when you're doing this, making sure now, if you're making cakes and you're making your pies tonight and you're getting that going, or if you're buying a pie, like I got a pie in the oven right now, you just take that, doctor it up a little bit, sprinkle on a little bit of cinnamon, a little brown sugar on top of it. But when you're sprinkling, you want to say, I'm just adding a little bit of love into this, and may all of who eat this pie have abundance, prosperity, good health. You see how this goes? You are the one that is putting that energy and supercharging everything at the table. Now, if you're someone that's not going to go visit the family and you're going to hang out with friends, and or you might just be with yourself and your children and it's just you guys, or you might just be husband and wife or just your partner and that's it. That's good. That's fine. You don't have to go out of it. You don't have to stress yourself out. Remember, hold that space. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shift it. And just be in a place, cook what feels good to you. Okay, keep it as clean as you can, but cook what feels good with you. And just remember, just by putting your hands over it and saying a divine grace over your food is really taking it to that next higher level so that it will digest well. You want everything to be enjoyable, not stressful. And then if someone gets into the whole political things, you just say, let's just have a peaceful moment together without that at the table. We don't have to go there. Let's just be peaceful. Let's just enjoy each other. Okay? Make it all about that. So I told you about how to make the water bowl, how to put that in the center, put the flowers in it, set the intention so that the flowers will go out and do the beautiful putting love into the space where you're sitting. So that's emanating all of that. Burning white candles for the spirit of source and creator and divineness of holiness to come into your home. Burning the pink for bringing in compassion and love. Okay, and then burning the candles of blue, keeping everybody stressed down and keeping everybody at peace. Those are the reasons why you want to burn those candles. Okay, if you have loved ones or friends or someone that's coming over and they've been struggling in themselves and they've been ill, then please, please, please light a green candle for them, for healing, for peace, so that when they come into your space, they're getting all that goodness. They're getting all that. They're getting all the support. They're getting all of the lovely food that's been cooked with love, that's been cooked with all that wonderfulness. And when you're making the pies and making the cakes, you're putting all those intentions into it. And you're saying, may those who eat this pie, may those who eat this cake, they prosper. They have good healthiness. They have abundance coming to them. May they be at peace. May they be at happy. This is how I look at this season, how you put everything in to this to help those times of stress. And plus, might be a challenging time for some people who might not have loved ones around that they normally would celebrate with, who have crossed over. And you're in the remembrance of that they're not here. Just remember they are with you in spirit. And then you can always set a plate or so off to the side that's honoring of them. Okay? Okay, she's laughing. Thank God. Okay, so this is where I really want you to just step into that and not be stressed out. So I also want to encourage some of you to get some good spearmint oil on hand. And I'm going to tell you what that oil really does. It's really good uplifting for your spirit, but the magical properties of it is really nice. And I want to share it. Let's not have what happened last time when I was looking for it. Okay. Let's go to the back of the book. Obviously, I have to go to the back. 187. Okay. I just been busy trying to run around and get last minute stuff. So your spearmint is a cousin to peppermint. So your spearmint is all about helping to stimulate the mind, strengthen the concentration, to help purify your ritual objects if you need that spiritual awareness. Protective powers, especially useful for home. And it brings in security and a sense of trust. It is really good for bringing in love, luck, and prosperity. Increases vitality, promoting healing, and encouraging growth. And spearmint is associated with beauty, change, clarity, and fertility. This it works good with Geminis and Libra, Venus, and it's water type of energy that goes along with that. Okay, so spearmint is a really good one to have with that. So I hope these tips really, really help you to not be stressed. Please, I had something really scary happen today. Now, I am a retired licensed nurse. And I've been in every field of nursing you can think of. You know, did it for 30 years. That's enough. I'm 58, for God's sakes. So this morning, and this is really important for all of you to pay attention to. Okay, pay attention to your neighbors. Pay attention. Okay. You might not know their names. You might say hi to them. They know you by just passing by you in the hallway or whatever, on the stairs. This is the season that everyone needs to pay attention to each other to make sure everyone's okay. So I'm getting myself ready because I got to run the storage, go pick up some oils, get some tincture bottles because I'm getting ready to crank out some crystal tinctures. And I'm like, okay, well, let me hurry and get ready. As I'm getting ready, I hear this bump, like someone fell up the stairs. Because a lot of times, sometimes people who are delivering stuff, they'll trip on the stair ledge coming up. You hear it, dun, 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 but then you hear them proceed on, and then you hear people go back downstairs. So I heard a thump sound. I didn't hear anything else, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't hear nothing else. I guess the person just got up slowly and went on. So I did my shower, threw my clothes on, And I'm like, let me hurry up. I got to get back. I got to get to the other side. I open the door and I look and I see my neighbor collapsed on the ground in front of his apartment door. And my heart just dropped. I said, oh shit. So I drop everything. I went and checked him. He was not responding right away. I was shaking him and say, hey, neighbor, wake up, wake up. And finally, he kind of came to. He was like dazed, kind of out of it. His speech was slurred. He couldn't get words out. Normally, he's laughing. He's always joking about coming up 3 flights of stairs. He couldn't formulate that. He didn't know what the day was. He didn't know what was going on. He had blood all on his arms. He was icy cold. Blood out on the door. Hit his head. I'm like, fuck me running. So I'm like, run inside. I grab my phone. I grab some gloves because we always have gloves on hand. I glove up. I grab the first aid kit. I run out. I'm in full blown nursing mode. I'm like, okay, let's stop the bleeding. Don't move him. Let's look at his head. Anything crack? Okay, he's got contusions on his head. All right, I got him covered. I'm calling in. I'm telling them yes, location, da 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 da, come, da da da. I'm checking his pulse, I'm checking his respirations, I'm looking at everything, and I'm trying to just get him to come back in. Next thing I know, I'm putting my hand right on his head, and I'm going to light language, and then I slip into this, and I said, "You need to make a choice. This is not an option anymore." And then all of a sudden, it just leaves. He opens his eyes and he looks at me and he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "This is what's called love and compassion. This is helping someone." But I think I'm okay. I said, "Honey, you're not okay. You're laying here on the ground. You're ice cold. I don't think you can really move very well." And then he goes back into slurred speech again. So by that time, the fire department shows up. I'm able to give report to them. And then the ambulance came, and I said, if you don't want to go to the hospital and stuff, you have to be able to tell them. But you're not very cognitive right now. You're not getting things together, and what's going on with you? And I kind of smelled other stuff on him, and I was like, I don't want to go into judgment with that because I don't know what's going on. I've never seen this happen with him. Um, and I was like, where's his brother? Didn't know where the brother was. And all I could do was just be there and hold that sacred space for him, because if I was to collapse, go into a full-blown asthma attack or something, or have, God forsaken, have something happen, I would want someone who had human compassion or love to hold space for me, to call the medical, to make sure that I was taken care of. And it was almost like he was afraid to have someone there to help him. And I'm like, but you're my neighbor. Why would I not help you? That I took an oath. Okay, I still represent that oath. You know, be there, be the light, be the one that holds the space, do the right thing, honor life. You know, I still honor that oath as a nurse. I am retired, but once you've been into nursing, it don't matter what your title is. If you're a CNA, caregiver, an LVN, an RN, a nurse practitioner, it does not matter. That nurse will be with you forever. You just know. It's just the way it is. You're going to be that forever. So after they came and they made their assessments, they knew that he had hit his head, and they were worried about how his eyes were pupilled. And so they went ahead and took him in. And I said, "You guys got everything?" And they said, "We do." I said, "So you jumped right into action." I said, "I'm a retired licensed nurse." And they were like, "Thank you so much for your service." And I said, Thank you for your services that you're providing. And that was felt really, good to just hold space for him and not be in a place of, you know, some people will walk away. No telling how long he was laying out there. He was not sleeping. He was unconscious. And when by the time I heard the thump, it had to be a good 40, maybe 35, 40 minutes. Because I was trying to time it. And I said, wow, he's been out. He was cold. He was shivering. Cold to the touch. I was like, oh my God. So I say this, please, please, please keep an eye on everyone around you. It can happen so fast. You can slip if it's an icy day out, snow on the sidewalk, black ice. You can slip, hurt yourself, carrying all the stuff into the house, and you can't see the step and you fall and hurt yourself. If you're living by yourself, you know, just kind of know who your neighbor is and just keep an eye out, because that was kind of shocking to my system to see someone laid out in front of their apartment door, blood on the door, blood all around them, all around their head, their arms, and I'm like, what? Boom, nurse mode takes over. So please pay attention to everyone. Um, so that's all I wanted to do. I'm wishing all of you a safe gathering. We are going to be jumping into the medicine on Saturday. That's 10 days of getting clear into yourself. This is going to be our last one. And then by the time we get into January, we're going already into the 2025 energy. So let's get this set up so you can stay in your work, stay in your mission, and stay in that. Don't give up in this moment. I had some beautiful aha moments where a lot of the practitioners have really talked about their Spiralite adventures and the things that it's been doing. And one of my practitioners was telling me how one of the clients who was just talking about she didn't want to be on the planet anymore. She wanted to get off the planet. And she did the Spiralite. She put her in the medicine of it. The woman had a 360-degree turnaround. The energy dissipated. She got more into herself. And she says, I've never felt that. And one of the things that was so powerful is she says, I feel connected to Source again. Thank you, because I wasn't hearing it anymore. Anyone that is taking what I call took the undivine, that interferes with your connection. It really does. And if you've been walking around feeling like you're in zombie land and can't get that connection, that's one of the reasons. So, being who we are and what I do, we know how to work with that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So we have a very unique way. Yes. So, I bid each and every one of you, as Priestess Makala of Galactic Spiralite, to have a wonderful gathering time with yourself, your loved ones, your animals, just partnerships, friends, all your relations, whoever they may be. Even if it's just by yourself and you just want some alone time, that's okay too, because you're really not alone anyway. You got all your loved ones that have crossed over before you around you 24/7. Trust me on that. Okay? So remember, this is the symbol of bringing in that beautiful preventing stress energy and just holding it right there at the heart space and just breathing that in. Okay? And just allowing yourself, if anyone triggers anything, just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go be happy. All right, lovelies. I got to go check the pie. I'm wishing all of you well, and I will see you on Friday, and we'll talk more about the prep, what we're going to be stepping into with the 10 days of this medicine. The whole intention of the 10 days is to really get you back into the energy of yourself, of what you're doing, to remember why you're here, to remember to get back into the energy of yourself and stay in that focus of your goals. Okay? So, everyone, be good to yourself. Go have some chai and some matcha and get yourself some good spearmint oils and get some good. I got some valerian root for later on tonight for sleep and rest because I like that. I like to be able to go just zone into that space. All right. All right, lovelies. Go be good to yourselves and don't get stressed out. Okay. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. Drive slowly. Okay. Drive slowly wherever you're going. And if you're going to fly, just know we are in Mercury retrograde and things are going to be kind of confused and convoluted. And remember, Mercury likes to mess around with your phones and your tickets, and make sure to double check your dots in your I's. Make sure you have all your money with you and your cards, and check your tickets. Okay? Double check everything. Double check and make sure you have everything. Okay? All right, lovelies. I'll see you on a Friday, and then we'll step into medicine all together on a Saturday. It's our last 10 days of doing that work of that beautiful wave spell portal work where we join in and dive into those creativity energies. All right. Be good to yourself. Much love to all of you. Be so light. Have a great one.